hoping this stupid thing works. I don't got time for this. Just hook it on. I legit did a whole spiel about qualifying for a home loan. I'm a little irritated because I talked for about 11 minutes and TikTok would not allow me to share it. So now I have to use my phone storage to educate and elevate and enlighten. I was thinking at first, like, it's too late to be doing this, but it's Saturday. I'm not going out. It's super cold. It's even cold in my house. And I still got my makeup on, so why not? Gotta get the content out. Gotta do what I gotta do. So let me go back. See if I can find that lady's video. Well, kind of dark though. All right, so the subject was, and I'll insert that clip right now.
Now I try to gently ask for a realtor to vet the person before they come to me. I feel like it just don't happen, and I would like, because we having a family conversation, can y'all please tell me, am I wrong for expecting or wanting there to be some sort of filter between the person that's applying or wants to buy and me? Because I think that there, and the reason why I say this is because I'm asking, is because what is needed to vet a client? Baby, we gonna get to it. Oh, baby.
So welcome back. My response to that. I think that this lady has an issue with realtors, and it's not my problem because I've never worked with her. I have no idea where the anger comes from, but it seems like every time I look at her live, she's like going in on realtors, and she really does not like the fact that realtors are sending clients to her blindly. I can understand that. The reason I can understand is because I used to work at Spectrum, and 75 calls would rush to my line every day, and half of them didn't want to buy. I never knew what was on the other end of that line. I just know it was my job to answer the call and find a solution for them, and also try to sell them something. And after a while, it just wore me down, and I'm not with them no more, that company. I really love where I am now, and the position that I'm in is, it allows me to work with people face to face and still find creative solutions for them. So I'm in the best business that I could have been in, period. So yeah, now back to what she was saying. I understand where she's coming from. Like I said, I have some experience with blindly having clients come in and they are not educated or informed on what it takes to move in the direction they're trying to go. And she feels like realtors should vet them or pre-screen them before they are sent to her. And I feel like I'm on her side, but at the same time, I'm on our side too for realtors, because we don't have a lot of tools to pre-screen people. The only thing we can do, and I think she was clear about that too, just asking questions, and that's something I definitely do. A lot of people, and she made this statement, this was a quote from her live feed that I watched for like 30 minutes. I had to log after a while, but she said a lot of people that want to buy a house have big wishes and no money. And I was like, dang, I understand. I sympathize. empathize all that with her. But golly, man, it puts me in a place, because homeownership is an American dream. Everybody wants to own something, and that's the number one thing that people say when they reach out to me. And of course, my process is screen them, ask them questions to see where they are, and do my best to figure out if they're on the right path to even speak to the lenders that I have recommended. I have a list of them that I give them the option to choose from. We don't have a lot of tools, and some of us, I will say in the beginning, I didn't know, because I wasn't really trained to know what loan officers know. I specialize in reading contracts and writing up contracts. I specialize in the market, understanding the market, what's going on with the market, and matching people with the property that fits their needs. I specialize in negotiating, and I specialize in marketing and making sure that if I have a listing, I'm presenting that listing in a way that it gets in the right buyer's eyes and it is transferred for the right amount of money, because pricing properties is also a specialty of mine. I do not specialize in credit counseling. I do not specialize in any loan officer task whatsoever, because that wasn't on the agenda in the classes that I've taken and still have to take. Loan officers don't do credit counseling, but in my own experience, I had a lender advise us in a way that allowed us to then qualify for a loan. So that's where the misconception comes in. Loan officers in some situations will advise you, okay, if you're here, in order to get here, you need to do this. Some are willing to help their clients or their prospective clients get across the finish line, and some are not. Some just want you to be ready, locked and loaded, so they can punch in your information and get the thumbs up and move forward. So, it just depends. You got to just find the right person that fits your situation. For me, I'm going to do what I can do to make sure that I guide the people I work with in the right direction before I even send them to a lender, and make sure they're educated. So if you are watching this and you're still kind of curious, like, dang, what do we need to do to qualify for a home? The bad news is a lot of realtors out here telling y'all the wrong thing. And I learned that from watching people say the wrong thing. And I'm in this business now over a year, and there's a lot to do in order for you to be in a space where you can comfortably knock on a lender's door. Number one, you gotta have cash. You're gonna have to have cash regardless. You need to have cash. Depending on how much your house is gonna be, we don't know how much they'll lend you. But if you saw a house that you kind of like and it's like $250, you want to have 10% of that. Just have it. Just set it aside. You'll be glad you did. Cash is very, 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 very important. And a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people are living paycheck to paycheck in 2024. And I ain't mad at you. I am too. Period. So yeah, I got to just work that much harder to create a really, really awesome experience for my customers, so they'll want to pay me, because we're getting to a place where they don't even want to pay me to do my job. They want to do it themselves. But anyway, yeah. So you need cash. I'm saying 10%. If you have, and we'll talk about credit too, and that'll kind of roll into one another. If you have a credit score of 580 or above, you can qualify for an FHA loan. And if you go in that direction, you're going to need 3.5%. So, you don't need the whole 10. 10 is just going to get you in a comfortable place to talk to somebody and like just make your chest stick out a little bit better. Because you'll have that nugget. And a lot of people are using like 401k. They're borrowing from their 401k. Where you find this money at? Where you find it? Some people, you gotta work a second job. You gotta do the DoorDash. You gotta do whatever. You gotta grind it out. Save your tax money, whatever, and stash it to the side for this purchase. Because if you're serious, you're gonna do it. If you're not, you're gonna make an excuse not to. You're gonna go get another car. You're gonna get some shoes. You're gonna get a bag. You're gonna give it away. Whatever you're gonna do. If you don't really want to buy a house, you ain't gonna do it. But if you want to, you can put that money to the side for you and your family. Credit score, like I said, 580, 3.5% for the down payment, and then you're gonna need closing costs. And I can give you a breakdown. Like I got a sample to show you, what the closing costs look like, and it's not a game. It's not a game. So 580, if you're there, that's what you need. If you're at 620, 640, 640, I would say if you're looking at Credit Karma, you need to be at a 640, because lenders are looking at a FICO score, and Credit Karma is giving you a Vantage score. So the Vantage score is not going to be accurate. It's not going to be exact. It's not going to be the same as what the lenders are going to see. So sometimes it's a little bit lower. So you want to shoot for a higher number on Credit Karma. That way, if that FICO score is less than that, it's going to at least be over 620. Need to be at 620 or above to get the USDA loan, which is 100% financing, where you don't have to have a down payment, but you will still need some cash on hand. You're going to need something for your earnest money and your closing costs, just in case the seller doesn't cover all those closing costs. You don't need it if you're buying a house. You just got to have cash, period. So try to, stack your little nugget. Even if you only have like $5,000, $8,000, it's something showing like you got something. You just need it. You just need it. And it's so hard to save in this day and age when everybody's trying to sell you something. So I totally understand. But where there's a will, there's a way. And believe God will make a way out of no way. So, just keep pushing. Let me see. Ooh, there's so many more things. There's actually, I ain't gonna say so many more things. There's two other important things that you want to have in order before you even sit down and talk to a lender or call their phone or apply on that website. And I'm not even gonna tell you the last two. You're gonna have to come back for part 2 of this video. If you got this far, thanks for watching. I got so many more jewels to share. I just been scared to just post my content, but now I'm gonna let you have it because it's almost Christmas and I feel like being giving and generous. Good night, y'all. Come back for part 2 now. Like, subscribe, comment if you disagree. And I will delete it. Thanks for watching, y'all.